I still don't get why Singapore was 2 spots, but Evo was 1. I really don't understand that decision either. I'm assuming it has something to do with bureaucratic or logistical reason. They have to make the spots work out. So they have a certain number of designated super regions and regular regions. Then they have a certain number of offline spots. So it could be based on the spot allocation. But it could also be like the concept of Super Premier. They only wanted to reserve that for the CPT branded events. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like something behind the scenes dictated that. Maybe there's money involved. Like Evo wasn't going to pay Capcom for the licensing to be a Super Premier. I don't know. I wonder what it is. But obviously, with how stacked it is, Evo should have been a Super Premier. I feel weird about how top 2 getting spots devalues grand finals. Exactly. I had that exact same critique as well. So it could be also that Evo pushed back about that. Did they do that in Evo 2023 though? I think no, they didn't. They did not do that in Evo 2023. So I do feel like it makes the grand finals like an extra lap, like a victory celebration that is less significant for sure. I definitely agree about that. However, I do think they need more incentive for players to actually go to these events. So I think the trade-off is worth it just for the value for the players. But this is the problem with doing auto-qualifiers. Auto-qualifiers suck. NA had ECT, Cream City, and EVO to get spots. Southeast Asia has this in World Warrior. Yeah, but no one is saying to take... I don't understand why this is even a discussion point. No one is saying making EVO a Super Premier and taking away a spot from another region. EVO is EVO. Obviously, EVO is more important than these made-up tournaments. This is not a debate. You can't sit here and try to make any kind of justification to say that EVO is less stacked and less significant than CPT Singapore and CPT Japan. We're not going to have that argument. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to entertain that line of thinking. Based on the significance, EVO would be a Super Premier. That's it. But maybe it was some kind of pushback about the prestige of Evo, because I definitely agree that if you made it so that top 2 are getting in, then grand finals is not as significant. However, for Evo, even if top 2 gets in, you're still going to try to win Evo, right? Winning CPT Singapore is a huge accolade, but obviously the main draw is getting into Capcom Cup. So there's definitely still a lot of pride and monetary incentive and accolades to build your resume to actually get first place. So there's always an incentive there. But it does make it a little less significant, huh? The stakes are lowered for sure. Yeah, I feel like I almost suspect that there's something about Evo pushing back about having 2 spots and trying to just kind of distance themselves from CPT. But who knows? This is like stuff behind the scenes that I'm not privy to. Yeah, the only Super Premiers are the ones that are hosted by CPT. The made-up tournaments. This tournament was pretty well run, though. Like, I have my gripes with the seeding, of course, like I have with every single CPT event, because for some reason, seeding in the world of Street Fighter is just a joke to everybody. And also, they didn't stream part of Top 96, but Industry Plant Tournament facts. But the production, the commentary team, the pacing, it was all very good. I gotta give him props. This is one of the most enjoyable tournaments. And it was all on PC. Remember when people kept saying that you can't do PC tournaments at a large scale? Remember when that was the thing? It's so crazy to me. I'm about to get myself mad. It's so crazy to me. I'm gonna make myself mad again. Every time I think about this shit, I get so angry. Every time you try to say, hey, maybe we should make something better in the tournament scene, you get so many people who yell at you and call you the second coming of fucking Satan for suggesting that. And saying that, you basically want to go home and follow Tio home and beat them with a bat, don't you? You evil fucking monster. That's what people, whenever you suggest things like that, people act like you're saying things of that nature. And then look, suddenly, in other parts of the world, they just do it. And so, we just ran this. Was there any hiccups with the PCs this entire event? So all I'm saying is, At one point, first to three might be that same exact thing. It's crazy to me. how like anytime you suggest, hey, the players that are spending thousands of dollars to travel internationally for these events might like a certain change in the quality of how the tournament is run and the value proposition that you're offering to them. Every time this comes up, it makes me angry. You hate the TOs? I don't hate the TOs. I don't hate the TOs. It's so frustrating when people equate that to hating TOs. It's so, like, you're just completely trying to pull the rug on the conversation. Oh, you hate TOs? You want them to die? You want them to literally collapse from overwork? Pretty cringe, bro. Exactly. And then silently in the background, other events just do it. And there's no problem. Remember when PC, if you suggested running tournaments on PC because, you know, people prefer to play on low input delay optimized setups for quality of tournament experience and also not have random overheating PS5s and frame drops and piss poor performance that could impact the quality of your tournament set. Talked to Abua at UFA and he literally wanted to run 3 out of 5, but Capcom said no. Right, which I understand. I understand that why that happened because they want to run the entire CPT with a standardized format, but that's fine. So I understand that. I do agree that it has to be all or nothing. You can't have some CPT tournaments with different formats than others. I am okay with that. But the implication that it can never be done, and then whenever you present evidence to the contrary that it has been done, it's fucking crickets. Every time this comes up, it's crickets, dude. Every time I just point to an example, like this tournament did it, and they had no problems. I get fucking crickets in response. But the initial thing is puffing your chest out and trying to like defend the community. Like I'm insinuating that I don't know. I don't know why it's so antagonistic. Calm down, B. This shit gets me angry. It gets me so angry. Because people are just lying to my face. People are lying to my face and try to paint me as a bad person. It makes me legitimately mad. Anyways, you're right. I'm getting too riled up. Keep in mind, the other thing about this conversation is that a bunch of local TOs start getting involved, and no one is trying to suggest how you run your local. No one is trying to suggest what you can fucking run ladder format, round robin, single limb, first to 8 rounds. I don't give a fuck what you do at your local. No one is trying. You can run this on an emulated Dreamcast. I don't care. Street Fighter 6 PS4 edition all the way, bro. Do whatever you want at your local. That's not what anybody's talking about. We're talking about the Capcom Pro Tour, where people are traveling across the planet to attend events. Maybe we should make an effort to make it so that the experience in the format is worth it so people consider the expenses to travel. I don't understand.